See, I'm working for Yes Bank and I'm currently residing in New Delhi. See, I'd given GMAT last year once and then again in January. So once I got 618, another one was 720. See, last year I applied for a few colleges. I had got admits in Shulik Business School and in Georgetown I was waitlisted. So I was giving a try for this year as well. See, the thing is that I want a definite career change. Okay, I was looking for something into investment banking or corporate finance, and more specifically, I wanted more international exposure. That will help me actually build my career in a much better way. So I decided to do an MBA from abroad, especially US or Canada, looking at the job market scenario. I had attended one of the workshops by Santosh, BYJU'S GMAT's owner, one of the workshops, and I liked the module. I mean, how he presented the techniques to solve the GMAT. So I was quite impressed. I had gone before with someone else, though way back that was 4 to 5 years back. But then I found BYJU'S GMAT was particularly something different. The techniques used and the module was little bit good, I felt. Moreover, it was an online one rather than a classroom one. I wanted an online one because I was working. I couldn't attend the classes. That was one of the reasons. Since you are working, it will be difficult for you to go for the classroom ones, even if it is on weekends. You will have some of the work coming up. So since it is a tablet one and it is a self-paced one, so you can actually go through it and revise a lot of things at your convenience, which the classroom one doesn't give you. That's the main advantage of it. And moreover, it is easier for you to just revise your chapters or go into that. It will be much more convenient for you. That's the thing. And I don't think so there's any other thing which is giving you a tablet one apart from BYJU'S. So I wanted specifically something in like online one, and BYJU'S came up with that. BYJU'S had that. I felt good. It was like 3 months course. So it's a 3 to 4 months course, so you'll be bound to finish that within time. So since it is a timeline one, you'll be pacing yourself now and then, and in the tablet also you have a test every now and then once you finish one module. So you'll be continuously on the go. You won't lose any gap when you're studying for that. And for GMAT, I think a hard 4 months prep you need to achieve with the score whatever you want. So you'll be always on the timeline once you're going with that. That is one thing good. 2 times I had taken, 3 times actually, I had to retry for GMAT to get the score what you want. And I was quite late in applying for the last. Since you're working, it will be difficult for you to go for the classroom ones, even if it is on weekends. You will have some of the work coming up. So since it is a tablet one and it is a self-paced one, so you can actually go through it and revise a lot of things at your convenience, which the classroom one doesn't give you. That's the main advantage of it. And moreover, it is easier for you to just revise your chapters or go into that. It will be much more convenient for you. That's the thing. And I don't think so there's any other thing which is giving you a tablet one apart from BYJU'S. So I wanted specifically something in like online one, and BYJU'S came up with that. BYJU'S had that. I felt good. See, strategy, I would say RC, if you go for RC, you have to keep reading a lot, and it's not passive reading. You have to understand the passage. And BYJU'S had that actually, that reading the first 2 lines and reading the first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, you have to make an outlay of all that. So that is outlay of the paragraph, like each paragraph what main point it is being convenient. So you can either keep a note of it or you can keep it in your mind. So that critical thinking of passage segregation is required. That is one thing. That is strategy you have to apply. Essay, it's pure practice and rules. You have to remember all the different types of modules available, like pronoun errors, modifier errors, like that list of the errors. That you have to keep a list that in exam this type of list of errors you can't get it, and you have to try eliminating with that. And then quant is moreover most of the Indian students will find GMAT quant pretty much easy. It is just as tricky. You will have to read thoroughly. It is more about basically how well you understand the question. It's not how easy it is or how difficult to solve. It's just you have to understand the question and apprehend it. And critical thinking, I found it had my own thing that before you actually go into, if you just once you see a question, before you solve the question, your pre-thinking answer aligns with the answer given the answer choices, and you will somehow correlate that would be the correct answer actually. So you have to pre-think what could be the possible answer. So that was the strategy which I applied actually. And time management, you have to at least practice at least 10 mocks before going for a real exam. You will get that time management automatically. See, on the first experience which I gave, I kind of screwed up in my verbal because my quant was pretty okay. Quant was decent. I could solve it and had time left also. But when it came to verbal, I was short of time. That was morely because of lack of not giving proper marks before the exam. On the second attempt which I gave, since I had practiced enough, so I had quite a time left for solving both the verbal and the quant sections. I could finish it on time. Many people give you the advice that leave some questions or try and solving only the difficult questions and leaving that. I would say attempt all of them and try solving that in the given possible time. I would say that mocks is a pretty much ultimatum to your GMAT exam. So try giving as many mocks as possible, and not mostly the GMAT mocks given by MBA.com. That is a more idealistic one. You can actually go through that and practice well for that. And I would say verbal would be the weak point for any Indian student. So verbal, concentrate hard on getting a verbal right. So suppose you score 40 on verbal and you're 49 or 48 on your quant section, you still get above 720, because verbal matters a lot. Getting above 80 percentile on verbal, your score improves drastically. So my thing is that read a lot, try getting used to. And yeah, for RCs, I would say definitely say getting used to American history, American business, everything. It'll be good. Keep reading about American law, history, biography, whatever it is, topics you get, because they are going to ask you from that topic, and most of us wouldn't be even well versed with that. We would be kind of confused with what topics they are giving. Once you're well versed with any topic what you're getting, you'll be able to answer it quickly. So I would say keep reading a lot about American history, American business.